So, with that down and out of the way, let's get into the third main topic of the evening. And this is going to switch gears a little bit because it's going to be all about Catarina Macario's new deal to Olympique Lyonnais. So, as you guys know, last Friday, Catarina Macario announced her decision to leave the Stanford Cardinal and forego her senior season, her spring senior season, I guess you should say, for the NCAA. And shortly thereafter, she signed with a sports agency called A&V Sports. Now, what really made people suspicious that she was going to make the move over to Europe is because A&V Sports has a lot of European big name clients. Sam Kerr, Caitlin Ford are just a couple of the names that I know off the top of my head. Feel free to go on their website if you want to know more. I believe they represent Ada Hagerberg too, which makes sense because Ada Hagerberg plays for Olympique Lyonnais. Now Catarina Macario does too. But that was a sign that she's going to go overseas. And now it's come to fruition. She signed a 2.5 year deal through 2023, and I think it's an excellent decision. I think with this particular move, she can expand the amount of money she makes. The ceiling on that is going to be ever growing, especially if she shines and does really well on this world stage. And it expands her game. It gives her a chance to play amongst the world's best team with the world's best teammates, the best competitions in the world in Europe, the Champions League, I'm mostly speaking of. And it gives her a chance to play in the French league, which I have my opinions on that league in general, but still one of the better leagues in the world. It's a really cool rivalry when they play against PSG all the time. So I think for Caterina Macario, that move made the absolute most sense. I could not be more and more excited for her. I've seen a couple of different speculative pieces and just remarks from fans saying, or just wondering, asking the question, like, okay, so with how good of a team Olympique Lyonnais is, they dominate, they've won, they've only lost like one time in the last 4 years in their league play. Um, is there room for Caterina Macario in the squad? So I'm going to preface my argument by saying this. At the end of the day, you've got to prove your worth in the squad. You have to play well. You have to be in form. But you also have to be talented. Talent always wins, especially when it comes to sports. If you're the most talented person in that position or on that field, at the end of the day, you will play bar none. No other considerations. That's about it. So, with that in mind, I think Caterina Macario will see at least some, if not a ton of playing time. When you look at Olympique Lyonnais' roster, there's a few players leaving, and the reality is, as of right now, as of today, they really only have six midfielders, which is really uncharacteristic for them. The reason I say that is because they've got nine defenders, they've got nine forwards, but only six midfielders. So I think with this move, they felt the need to kind of bulk up their midfield a little bit and get another star, and I think Caterina Macario will prove to be that star for them. Um, she joins really strong company, the likes of Amadine Henry, Jennifer Maratson, Sarah Bjorg Gunnarsdottir. I am totally butchering some of these names, so I apologize, guys. Sally Giulini, Amel Majri, and Saki Kumagai. Although those are fantastic players across the world, I still think this is a bit of a hot take considering that Caterina Macario hasn't played professionally yet. I could see Caterina Macario being in the top half of that group, for sure. Specifically, what I envision, this is assuming Olympique Lyonnais plays a 4-3-3, is I can see a trio between Macario, Henry, and Marathon eventually. I think it'll happen eventually. Like I said, like you guys know this. I've said this in the last few episodes. I'm extremely high on Caterina Macario as well. I think she's going to be a monster, a star-studded talent for years to come. I think she is the future. So with that, I can see the three of them basically linking up in the midfield and just absolutely dominating and crushing every midfield known to man. Especially since Amadine Henry is more of a central defending midfielder by trade, so she can lock down defense, and Macario can play in the attacking role, and so can Zenifer too. So there's a lot of potential there, and there's a lot of opportunities for growth. And with that trio, barring that all of them stay and play together, it's going to be unstoppable, more unstoppable than Olympique Lyonnais already is. I encourage you guys to go look at the roster. Like, my words don't do it justice. It's just so stacked up and down the board. So for now, I will say that Caterina Macario, she's going to have to fight her way into the squad. She's going to have to prove her worth. But at the end of the day, I think she will get there. I think she will shine. I think she will succeed. and I think there will be a ton of room in the squad and a ton of minutes awaiting her into the future. But I want to know what you guys think. Do you guys think Catarina Macario will see a ton of playing time at Olympique Lyonnais, at least in her first year? Let me know down in the comments, and let me know your thoughts. All right, guys. So with that third segment down out of the way, let's get into some other main segments of the evening.